Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we are going to be doing a video that a lot of people have been asking for in the comments. People have been asking, what memories should I work on leveling up? What memories should I try to get DX'd? What memories should I limit break? So I'm going to talk about what memories are going to be the most beneficial for you to limit break out of all the UR memories that are currently in the game. The SR memories will have to be in a separate video, otherwise this will be a very long video, because there are SR memories that are actually very useful as well. So out of the UR memories though, I'm going to be telling you guys which ones I think are the most useful to DX because they add on additional effects. So the very first one is the brand new Badminton Tournament memory. This memory increases your speed by 50% when you have a DX level 1. If you have a level 1 copy on the other hand, because you haven't DX'd it yet, it only increases your speed by 35%, which is not nearly as good as the 50%. 50% will let you win a lot of PvP matches. 35% is still decent, but you're not going to win as many of them. You'll run into people with higher speed than you, so keep that in mind. It also increases your plus ultra move skill impact from 15% to 20% when you get it to DX level 1. So with this memory, I recommend if you pulled 2 copies of it, keep them separate. Don't put the one copy into the other. But if you do get the UR limit break tickets, or you get the fragments that turn into the tickets, put those tickets into these memories and try to get 2 DX copies of this to put on your PvP team, and your PvP team will be very strong. Also, this art just really good. The next memory, and it has been around for a while, is friendly reinforcements. Friendly reinforcements, it just does so much. There's technical hits. First off, it increases your skill impact, increases your power, increases your defense, increases your plus ultra move skill impact, which is even more damage, and it gives you basically a bunch of temporary buffs on a character. If you don't know, characters like Bakugo, Fantasy Bakugo, need temporary buffs. The more temporary buffs he has, the more damage he does, which is why you'll see, if you've ever seen my videos or anyone else's, Fantasy Bakugo with this memory equipped, they're pretty much always hitting 99,999 damage. That is because of this memory right here, and it is a big difference from level 1 to DX level 1. So if you are able to get one of these memories fully DX'd, once again, if you pulled 2 copies of it, keep those copies separate, don't put them into each other. But if you are able to use the UR limit breaker tickets to get one of these copies fully DX'd, that will help you out a lot. Because going from level 1 to DX level 1, your skill impact goes from 30% to 45%, as you see right here. Your power goes from 5% to 15%, right here. And then for the defense doesn't change, it's always 10%, but the plus ultra move skill impact goes from 10% to 20%, just making your character hit that much harder. This memory is very good for PvE, and it can also be used in PvP as well if you're not looking for like crit or speed. So this memory is just overall a good memory to DX if you have the ability to. The next memory is one you might not have expected, or you might not have realized gets better as you DX it. But if we take a look at the level 1, this one increases max HP by 30% when equipped by a UA high student. Also shortens characters' action skill cooldown time by 1 every 3 turns, up to 3 times. So shortening action skill cooldown time has become very important recently, with some of the characters having higher action skill cooldown times, and it makes them more viable just having this reduction. This memory is very good for that. And so when you DX it though, it becomes even better, because now it increases your max HP by 40% instead of 20%, which is nice. But the real good thing about this is it also shortens characters' action skill cooldown time by 2 every 3 turns, up to 4 times, which just makes it that much better. So you're going from 1 every 3 turns up to 3 times, up to 2 every 3 turns, up to 4 times, which is a big difference when you get this memory DX. You do have to have a DX to even get that effect though. So this one, definitely worth DXing because it becomes that much better. Adventure Awaits is one that should be like up here to no one's surprise, right? Okay, so let's take a look at level 1. Level 1 increases characters' abilities depending on the types of characters on the team, increases characters' power by 15% if there are any strike type characters, skill impact by 20% if there are any ABL type characters, max HP by 20% if there are any int type characters, critical hit rate by 15% if there are any mind type characters, and speed by 15% if there are any destruction type characters. Once you get this memory DX'd, it gets an additional effect and all these stats go up like substantially. So the additional effect is once per battle increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 5% for every different type of character on the team. That is insane. That makes this memory very, very good. It increases their abilities depending on the types of characters on the team. So now for power, you're getting 25% for each strength type character on your team. Skill impact, you're getting 30%. Max HP, you're getting 30%. Critical hit rate, you're getting 25%. Would have been awesome if it was 30%. And speed, you're getting 25%. So this memory, still the best, arguably, I would say, overall memory in the game for PvE and PvP. It can literally be used in both, and I would still say it is probably a must-have memory for most people. Like if they have the ability to pull it, if they get lucky enough to pull it, it is a very, very, very good memory. Like literally the best in the game. Next, about your quirk. This is a free-to-play memory. So if you look at level 1, it increases characters' critical hit skill impact by 30%, also increases characters' critical hit rate by 15%. Now, if we go to DX level 1, it doesn't change the critical hit rate, it's still actually 15%, but now the critical hit skill impact is 50%, so it's gone from 30% to 50%. That makes a gigantic difference, especially if you are looking to break the damage cap, for example, in VE Tower with Dobby, because Dobby can do his Hellfire, and if you have this memory on him and you happen to hit a crit, you can actually just hit like 200,000 damage. It's just ridiculous how much damage you can hit with Dobby with this memory equipped. So as a free-to-play memory that you get, people sometimes keep those memories separate, that way they can have multiple copies. You can do that. Or what I did is, I don't think you're ever really going to need more than one of these memories for a VE Tower, in my personal opinion. And so I would recommend putting all your copies into one memory and having a fully DX'd version of this memory if you can. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments for that one. Happy Hot Pot Memory is next. Happy Hot Pot Memory is also one of those that is up here and should be to nobody's surprise if you've been around for a little bit. Happy Hot Pot Memory, if equipped by a UA High Class 1A character, increases plus Ultra Gauge by 50% when it's DX'd when battle starts. Also increases character's critical hit rate by 15% for 2 turns when used in a successfully executed skill chain, max of 5 times. So that is really, really good because it increases your crit rate, it gives you plus Ultra Gauge raise, and it is a technical hit. All of those things are very good. If you compare it to level 1, the only difference is level 1 only increases your plus Ultra Gauge by 25%. So not a whole lot changes between level 1 and DX level 1, but the 25% to 50% plus Ultra Gauge raise is a very, very big difference, and it can mean the difference when it comes to using characters in a certain way. Like just going from level 3 DX to level 1 DX, it goes from 35 to 50%. That is a massive jump. So DXing this memory is actually very, very useful. Once again, if you happen to pull multiple copies of it, this is one of those memories I recommend do not put the multiple copies into themselves. Keep them separate. Use your UR limit break tickets to work on DXing this memory. Next, we have Miraculous Coordination. Miraculous Coordination is a very good memory. It wasn't good. It wasn't necessarily very good before the DX routes, whatever you call it, for memories came out. The DX parts of the memories came out. And so once DXing came out for the memories, it made this absolutely insane. So let's take a look at level 1. If equipped by a UA High Class 1A character, increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 50% when battle starts, increases characters' critical hit rate by 20% when HP is 50% or higher. So the plus Ultra Gauge raise is good, the critical hit rate is good, but then if we go look at DX level 1, if equipped by a UA High Class 1A character, increases plus Ultra Gauge by 70%, which is insane, when battle starts, increases characters' critical hit rate by 20% when HP is 50% or higher, also increases characters' critical skill impact by 10% for 3 turns when used in a successfully executed skill chain. So now you have crit, you have plus ultra, and you have a technical hit all in one memory, making this one of the best VE Tower memories if you are able to get it DX'd. Before getting it DX'd, it is missing the technical hit, so it's not quite as good, but it's still pretty good because it has plus Ultra Gauge raise and critical hit. The next memory is another free-to-play memory that you should be working on DXing if you can. You can buy these from the gear shop. Just as told, increases characters' power by 35% when equipped by a UA High student. If there are any UA High teachers on the team, increases character speed by 25%, and when battle starts, decreases a single opponent's speed by 20% for 3 turns. That is very, very good compared to the level 1, which does not decrease the opponent's speed by 20%. Decreasing opponent's speed and increasing your own is very beneficial, especially when it comes to PvP. So I would work on DXing this memory, and it's free to play. Next is the If It's For My Dream memory featuring Deku and Gentle Criminal. Increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 60% once per battle when equipped by a hero. Increases characters' critical hit rate by 30% if there are any female characters on the team. So if you look at level 1 though, the main difference is the crit rate and the plus Ultra have significant percentage differences. So plus Ultra Gauge by 30% at level 1, plus Ultra Gauge by 60% at DX level 1. And then critical hit rate at 25%, critical hit rate at 30% at DX level 1. So this is another one of those memories I would highly recommend working on because it is very beneficial and useful for things like VE Tower. The last memory, and this one's just kind of up there for the fact that villains don't have a lot of good memories in the game. So this is going to be one of the better VE Tower villain memories. And it's not great, to be honest with you, but it is something you should work on DXing because it is, like I said, one of the few somewhat decent villain memories in the game for VE Tower. So level 1 increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 20% when battle starts. Also increases characters' critical hit rate by 20% when equipped by a League of Villains character. Now, if we look at DX level 1, increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 40% when battle starts. Also increases characters' critical hit rate by 35% when equipped by a League of Villains character. That is massive and very, very good. So you are going to want to DX this memory as well. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully it gives you a place to start. If you are newer to the game, maybe if you've been around for a while, you already knew all this stuff, but hopefully I threw in 1 or 2 memories that you didn't know about. Like specifically, I think Snatch was the one that stood out to me. I didn't really think about this memory too much or think about DXing it too much, but now I might actually go back and work on this memory a little bit more, try to get it fully DX'd. If you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you can see future videos, and leave me some comments about what you guys think. Did I leave any memories out that are UR memories that you think are worth DXing? And thank you guys for watching. Peace.